In a quiet little village named Ramnagar, surrounded by lush greenery, lived a reclusive artist named Aranya. He spent his days lost in his world of colors and canvases. Life was simple, and silence was his constant companion until one day, a girl named Meghla arrived from the city. Meghla had come to the village seeking peace and escape from her past. She was curious, graceful, and carried a silent sadness in her eyes. Aranya first saw her at a small local art exhibition, where he was painting the portrait of a woman with hollow, haunting eyes. Meghla stood frozen in front of the painting, as if she recognized that emptiness. That moment sparked a connection. As days passed, their bond deepened. Aranya, usually reserved, found comfort in Meghla's presence. But behind her smile, he sensed pain. One evening, under the starlit sky, Meghla shared her story. She had once loved a man named Advitiya, deeply and blindly. But Advitiya was a greedy conman. Pretending to love her, he manipulated Meghla into convincing her father to transfer all his property in his name. The very night the papers were signed, he vanished, leaving her heartbroken and humiliated. Aranya listened in silence, but his heart burned with anger. He promised Meghla that she would get her justice, not through violence, but with the same quiet intensity that he used in his art. He began to dig into Advitiya's past. Now a wealthy businessman, Advitiya lived a glamorous life, but his dark past still followed him like a shadow. Aranya started preparing a new series of paintings, haunting, surreal, and disturbing. One particular painting, titled Betrayal, portrayed a man whose face was half-burnt, eyes filled with terror. Though no name was attached, the features closely resembled Advitiya, drawn from Meghla's vivid descriptions. This painting debuted at a major city exhibition. When Advitiya saw it, he froze. It was like looking into a cursed mirror. Though the crowd admired the painting for its emotional depth, Advitiya knew it was him. Fear and paranoia gripped him. But it wasn't over. Aranya invited Advitiya to a private showing. In a dimly lit room, Meghla stood face to face with the man who had shattered her life. Advitiya trembled. Meghla said softly, "You destroyed my life. Now, it's time for you to face yourself." A large mirror was uncovered. But what Advitiya saw wasn't just his reflection, it was a twisted, horrifying version of himself. Aranya had used special illusion techniques to manipulate what he saw. The psychological impact was devastating. Advitiya spiraled into madness, convinced he was cursed. His reputation crumbled, his business collapsed, and he vanished from the public eye. Meghla and Aranya returned to Ramnagar, bound now not just by love, but by the justice they created together. Their love had grown from shared pain, but it had blossomed into something stronger, a bond forged in fire and healed in truth. It was terrifying. It was beautiful. A story of